Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. If this reading found you, then it could be meant for you. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to release it. Now, if you have a prominent placement in Capricorn, either sun, moon, or rising, or even possibly Mars or Venus, this might be the perfect reading for you. But I also want to acknowledge that sometimes people really identify with their north node and their midheaven. So if your midheaven or your north node is in Capricorn, this might also be a really good resonant reading for you. My name's Carrie Koss. I'm a medium and a mentor, and today's reading is going to be quite in depth. We're going to be looking at 6 different parts of your life so you can get a really thorough check-in of where things are at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me explain to you what we're going to be reading today. So the first reading is going to be based on your spirit team, your spirit guides, spirit in general, and this will be a message from them. Then we're going to be doing an energy check. Where are you in this moment? Body, mind, and soul. And then next we're going to be looking at what are you working on manifesting? Are you looking at career, transitions? Are you trying to manifest a trip, something of significance? Then we're going to be looking at your wealth. Where are you in your relationship with manifesting money? Are you in harmony? Do you have strain? And we're going to go in depth and take a look at that. Next, we're going to be doing what I like to say is a spiritual path check. Where are you right now on your journey? And we're going to provide some guidance and wisdom around that. And then finally, we're going to be checking in with your ancestors. Now, your ancestors can definitely be your loved ones in spirit that you know, but they can also be generationally many generations back. And they can definitely come through in this reading because they're always around you and they want to provide support. So let's get started. Capricorn, you have so many strong placements going on today with this reading. So let's get right into it. Again, this is first going to be from your spirit guide, your spirit team, your higher self. You're getting the high priestess. Now, as soon as the high priestess comes out, we know that you are squarely right now connecting with your guides, or they're really trying to get a message through to you. And my sense is when I'm in this energy, I feel like they're standing almost directly in front of you. They're trying to get you a message, and it feels a lot like you have felt as though you're looking for confirmation, guidance, and advice. And the nice thing about these guides that are coming forward right now is they feel very strong and very steady. They're not emphatically trying to energetically wave their hands around and get your attention. They know you're making big decisions right now, taking leaps and mastering some things in your life. And you prefer having something a little more subtle, respecting your intelligence. You want to learn your life lessons in a way that's a little more sophisticated and not necessarily something very intense and dramatic. You like to pick up on signals early from spirit before things happen. So you're someone who likes to plan ahead and plot. And what you're doing with your spirit team they're giving me is that you're trying to bring them on board early, if this resonates for you. And so by bringing them on board early, you save yourself a lot of resistance and disconnection later when you're planning things. So what it feels like to me is either you're doing this now or they're wanting you to do this, to really take a moment before you make big life decisions or major decisions and really tune into the resonance of how you feel. Do you feel aligned? Do you feel connected? Do you feel like this is a mindful decision? Do you feel like this is for your highest good? And what your guides are really connecting you with is this calm demeanor of place and feeling as though you're in the right place at the right time and things are synchronistic. So there's a fantastic energy. Now, if you find yourself resisting that, you want to know that your guides are very calm and pragmatic and coming forth. I can even feel this energy so strongly on my left side. That's where it's coming through for me, where it just feels like they're trying to lay your fears to the wayside and to get you to rest easy on your decisions. So there's a lot of depth here, Capricorn, and it feels very aligned and almost cosmic. And this is what I'm really coming forth. I'm looking at the cosmos behind this version of the high priestess and how she's so calmly connected, but she's also very connected to her emotions, represented here with this water. And the boat is that you're traveling on a journey going to your next destination. So being calm and having still waters, that's what it feels like. And speaking of calm and still waters, when we're moving into your vibe check for the week, which is your energy vibe check, holy smokes, there's a consistency of the water here. The King of Cups is coming forward. The King of Cups in this energy, and this is where many of you might feel you are right now, or you're aspiring to be, is a very emotionally intelligent energy. This means that you're trying to not let your emotions get the best of you. You're trying to come from a place of healing and perspective and maturity. So this vibe check is really balanced for me. When I'm looking at a vibe check, it's usually body, mind, and spirit. So it feels calm, it feels cool, it feels collective. And it also are collected, and it also feels there like you're paying attention to your emotions. You're not trying to fight them, which is always a really good recipe for harmony in body, mind, and spirit when we're coming from this place of balance. So that looks really good. Now, wow, I told you these cards are hot today. This is your manifestation, whatever you were working on. And you couldn't, the word I'm hearing is spark. Queen of Wands, one of the prominent manifestors in the court cards. She knows how to make things happen. So whether some of you are starting to really do very mindful manifestations, whether you're doing magic, spell work, whether you are just setting your intentions, wherever you fall on that, you might be not as interested in those types of things as far as creation, but there's definitely this energy of a spark of inspiration and putting energy towards those things that you're really wanting to have happen. I'm hearing this thing about divining, and divining for me is when we're checking in with spirit and we're asking for guidance and help as we're manifesting. And understand that when we're in our human, spaces, sometimes our minds feel limited and have a hard time imagining things happening the way we want. But what you can always tap into is energy. So you want to tap into spark, inspiration, passion. Some of us are always looking for our purpose, right? We want to know what our purpose is, but what we want to focus on instead to get us to our purpose is our passion. What lights you up? So in regards to your manifestation, whether you're transitioning out of a job you're in or you're wanting something more in your life in different areas, maybe it's relationship, maybe it's health, maybe it's moving, maybe it's taking up a new form of study, look for the things that drive you, the things that motivate you. Amazing. Okay, let's look at our money. And this is where we have a little work to do, Capricorn. So we're looking at 5 of Swords here in our placement of wealth. All right. The first thing that comes up for me is mindset about how you view how money comes in. And there's a level of trust. This doesn't surprise me when you have a really strong earth placement in a prominent position like Capricorn. Your natural way of doing things is to really say, well, I haven't got money coming in, so I don't know how I'm going to make more money. So you're looking at it from a very pragmatic standpoint, which on one hand is helpful as far as organizing your finances, things of that nature. But it also can be very limiting because it means that you're not necessarily trusting in spirit to connect you to the right situations to create more wealth. So you want to come from a deeper place and feeling your abundance and wealth within you, that you are the generator, that it doesn't come from outside of you, that you can help manifest and create more wealth. But we want to work on expansion of our energy and expansion of our will to really realize that we are not destined for something small and minuscule and something that feels like, and getting caught up in things like failure, competition. We want to focus on the most high vibrational thought around finances and money. And we also want to understand that money's our friend. It is neutral. It doesn't have a perspective. And we want to make it into a partner with us so that we have a positive energy relationship with it and that we draw upon ourselves and to ourselves really meaningful, intentional experiences with finances so it feels much more healthy. It doesn't feel up and down like a roller coaster when it comes to finances. You know, we want to look and at our things like our bank account. We want to look at our checkbook and then we want to bless it. We want to give it gratitude. We want to thank it. Try doing that. It's not easy. And I've continued to have to work on that, even in my own subconscious after years of doing manifestation work and law of attraction, but it's really helpful. So come back and let me know if you start working on it, how it goes. Okay, so next we have the seven of, and this is to do with your spiritual path. I really like where this is going. This is actually a version of Seven of Wands. And if you know about Seven of Wands is protection. It's boundaries. It's creating a line in the sand. It's saying no more. Am I going to be off my path? And so it does feel like some of you are straddling that place of wanting to incorporate your spirituality into your regular life, not quite sure how you're going to do it. But that you know that it's important for you, that it's meaningful, that it's enriching, that it provides so much guidance, insight, and wisdom. Now, a spiritual practice for you doesn't have to be something long and elaborate and overly detailed and rigid. It really should be fun and playful, but it should be consistent. And so start off small and make sure you're doing basic things to try and balance your life. And even things like getting more rest, drinking more water, that's a great place to start with a spiritual practice. But also maybe doing mindfulness journaling, you know, every couple times a week, even for 10 minutes, giving gratitude and thanks to spirit for what you have. 10 minutes. 10 minutes also can look like you connecting with your guides and just saying, what do I need to know today? Help me connect for my highest good to my aligned path. Just really gentle things. So we want to be gentle on you because you're hard on yourself and we need you to be gentle. Here's what I'm loving about your ancestors. Remember, if the ancestor work is new to you, no problem. Follow me for more information. I love promoting ancestor work. So more about that. I do videos on that and will in the future. So we have the Lover's card coming forth, which is so sweet from your ancestors. And notice the tree. This is giving me the chills with these deep roots. The tree is such a symbol in spirit, in many spiritual traditions of our human journey, of our higher self, our day-to-day self, and then the self that's connected to our ancestors. And look at those roots. Wow. And so this is, for me, what we want to understand is we're not alone on this journey of life. The spirit world, our loved ones in spirit, are always around us. And they are a spiritual force. They are they are people and energies you can count on. They are always there for you. They want you to welcome them into your space. Make it comfortable for them. Have them come around and celebrate them. I always light an ancestor candle. I have a plant for the ancestors, and then I leave them out offerings just to say thank you. And if some of you maybe didn't know your ancestors or don't know much about them, or you're concerned about spirit activity, don't be concerned. But one thing you can do is you can say, I invite my benevolent, uplifted, and enlightened ancestors into my space and into my home and into my life. and watch what happens in your life. Watch how things begin to improve. Watch how you begin to open up your spiritual practice, your intuition, your manifestations start happening a little more smoothly. Things start flowing in your favor a little bit more in depth. So doing ancestor work and just even venerating them in simplistic ways is very enriching. So, okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for being a part of this reading with me. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I do readings regularly as well as spiritual education, growth, and development. Again, thank you, and we'll see you in the next reading.